Okay, we are going to do a quick review of the things that are most important for for learning module 3 and 4. So, when we go to the chapter on vitamins, what I want you to do is read that chapter on vitamins, right? Anything in there is fair game for the test. You know, spend special attention to the questions at the end of the chapter, that sort of thing. Pretty simple. Uh, I've got a YouTube video on that you should check out. I've got the PowerPoint that you should check out. I'm a big picture guy when it comes to vitamins and minerals, so I'm not going to ask you the exact amounts that anyone should have of any given vitamin or mineral. The important things to know are, what are the sources of this vitamin or mineral? What is the risk of toxicity of this vitamin or mineral? What is the risk of deficiency of this vitamin or mineral? And if anyone should supplement with it. So for our different vitamins and minerals, for some of them, there are populations that should supplement. So that's it. Sources, deficiency, toxicity, and supplementation. And that's pretty much the type of questions I'm going to ask you for vitamins, right? One thing I'm going to want you to be sure and read is the Vitamyth link. So you're going to check that out, right? The thing about the Vitamyth is written by a physician, and it talks about how vitamins may not do any good. In fact, they may possibly do harm. So I'd like you to read that. Right? We've got a similar one on antioxidants. Shows that antioxidants may not really be all they are cracked up to be, right? So gotta allow that pop-up to pop up. So you've got the Vitamyth, you've got antioxidants. So we've kind of already gone over minerals, right? Vitamins and minerals. Again, where do you get it? What's the risk of deficiency? What's the risk of toxicity, right? Who should supplement what, when, and where, right? For minerals, there's also this online article about sodium and potassium. So I'd like you to read this. It's an article about how the sodium-potassium ratio may be the key more than actual sodium level itself, right? So potassium may be just as important as sodium. Read that and understand it. There will be at least one question from the test, on the test. Okay? Okay, so the hydration's all pretty simple. Hydration, how much water is in your body? Where is that water? Where does it go? How do you gain it? How do you lose it? How much water can you lose when you sweat? How do you know how much water when you sweat? How do you replace it? I'm going to ask you a few questions about hyponatremia. Who is likely to get it? Who is not likely to get it? How can you keep from getting it? Those are the answers that I'm going to ask you about hydration. There's also an online article about where did 8 glasses of water come from. Read that. Anything there is fair game. Okay, so that's Module 3. Module 4. Okay, so got Chapter 13 on food safety. You are going to read that, right? We also have the PowerPoint on food safety. I don't have a video to go with that PowerPoint. It's pretty straightforward, right? It tells you what's important in the chapter, the different type of diseases and things that are important. It tells you what are the safety zones for food, how foodborne diseases are transmitted, okay? I also would like you to read this online article called Eat More Crap. It's an article about how we try so hard to keep the poo out of our food when it is basically impossible to keep all of it out of the food. And what happens is we've worked so hard to keep our food clean that we then have no tolerance to when anything bad does get into the food. You know, the one way I describe it is, you know, millions of Mexicans drink the water every single day, and they don't get sick. Yet, you know, I've gone to Mexico and I've gotten sick from drinking the water myself. So this is an interesting viewpoint on it, that maybe we shouldn't try so hard to make our food so clean, and maybe we would be healthier if we didn't have it so clean. Okay. So then you've got the nutrition, the PowerPoint on supplements. You should have a video to go with that. You've got an online article on Norman Borlaug, right? Norman Borlaug is a very important man. Norman Borlaug has saved more people than anyone in the history of the world. He saved millions of lives, literally millions. He saved millions of acres of land forest from being deforested. So I've actually pushed back the due date for the exam until next week because there's a newly available documentary online called Freedom from Famine, and I would like you to watch this, okay? It's the better part of an hour, this documentary. It's very important. What I'd like you to take away from it is what did Dr. Borlaug do from his work? How many lives did he save? How did he save them? What awards did he win? I'm telling you, Norman Borlaug, Dr. Borlaug really should be a household name. He has saved more lives than anyone in the history of humankind. So be sure to watch this video. Again, I've pushed back the due date for the exam so that you have time to watch this video because I've been using it for my campus-based classes for quite a while, but I just recently added it to the online classes because it has only recently become available online. All right, so that is it.